Hi, my name is Ryan Strong, and this is my capstone project for the Mobile Game Master's degree at Full Sail University. This is Coal Mine Escape. Again, my name is Ryan Strong. I'm the guy you see standing there on the right looking up to the sky. I've been at Full Sail since 2012, where I completed my first degree in 2015 in the game design field. I've spent nearly 16 years now serving in the Navy and probably do some more. I have 4 children that I help support with that, and I'm definitely a gamer. I play all types of games. So, Coal Mine Escape, CME. It's a mobile racing game that's more of a escape type racing game. You get on a dirt bike and you race through an area that's kind of going through some destruction and try and get to the end, and you have like a high score that you can actually attain. So platforms I have it set up for right now, it's only for Android right now, but I do have plans of possibly opening it up to iOS. And I want to go for teen to adults. And the biggest selling point that I have here is it's going to be a free game. So, Coal Mine Escape. Can you get out before everything around you is left in ruin? So here is Coal Mine Escape. We have the main menu here. This is what shows up when the player first starts the game. You got the start and the credits. So we're going to start here, and it's got a brief introduction. It's more instructions than tutorial. And it kind of tells the player how to play the game. And then a quick video that kind of shows off some of the aspects of the area of the map. It just shows you what you're kind of racing through that the player can see before they actually start the game. And then give them that feel of, okay, once they get to the end, it gives them a feel, okay, something's wrong here because an explosion is happening and there's like an earthquake going on. So we'll play through this, and it brings you to this main thing here. So I'm going to quickly go through to the first area that I want to go through, and then I'll briefly talk about it. I'm going to stop talking because you won't be able to hear me very well over the game sound. Alright, so that area that we just went through is the first major turn in the game. You have a few of these turns throughout the game, but that's that first major one. It's got a nice sign up there that says, hey, you might want to slow down, there's a sharp turn coming up, as well as a few more signs that show you, okay, here's that sharp turn that you would normally see on normal roads. I also kind of added a small area to it to where I limit the max forward speed of the player so that it prevents them from going too fast while playing the game. I notice that if they go too fast, then they tend to wreck when I don't want them to. So one thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to show you my checkpoint and respawn system. More showing you the actual respawn as opposed to checkpoint, because it will show you kind of how the player respawns. I'm going to do that by actually wrecking into a wall, which also shows you some of the animations for that as well. So there's that wreck that I was talking about. I think it's really cool looking. It gives the player a kind of a nice view of, oh crap, if I wreck, then that I don't want to wreck. He's going to fall off the bike, and then it puts you back at a specific spot. And as you can see, it put him right back right before the bridge, facing the way that he needs to go. So I'm going to mute the audio here for the game so I could talk a little bit more to you guys. So that area that we just passed a moment ago with after the bridge was my first area that was an obstacle for the player to actually try and avoid. I set that up so that it gives the player the opportunity to try and avoid something to prevent from crashing. And then you noticed that after that we had another sharp turn right away. This was something that I set up that I wanted to give the player a little bit of a challenge. And then we had that really cool fire explosion that went off with the mine carts all in the flame. So a few things that I wanted to add to the game. I'm going to try and quickly get up to this next, close to the end, but not the very end, because I want you to see one more thing before I discuss a few extra things with this. So as you notice, some of the bridges, the first one started off looking really cool, and then all of a sudden the next one was really shabby looking, and then that last one looks like it's barely hanging on there. I did that intentionally to give the player a little bit of a challenge. And now we're coming up to the area I was talking about, so I'm going to unmute so you can kind of hear and see what goes on. So right there, that was the final mine explosion for this area. Kind of give the player something to look at and be like, okay, whoa, what's going on here? I need to maybe get away from there quickly. And they go around it just fine. And then we get to the end here, which brings you to your score screen. Tells you what your max score is, which for the player is beneficial because they can look at that and say, you know what, I don't think I scored high enough. I want to try and score higher. So hopefully that's something that really gets the players to want to go for it and get an even higher score. Unfortunately, the highest score that they could get would be a 1,000, and that's not even possible to get because that requires you to start the game and be at the exit pretty much right away, instantaneously. So we continue on here, and it brings us straight to the credits. So, Coal Mine Escape. So I don't have any extra economy here that I'm looking at. I don't want to add any extra economy for the players. I want them to play the game and have the full game. I don't feel that they should have to pay extra for something that should be complete to start with. And then basically what I plan on doing now in the future with this is I actually plan on working on getting this put to Kickstarter, and I want to add more levels. Having one level isn't enough. If I want players to come back to this and really want to enjoy playing this later, I'm going to have more levels. So I want to add more of those and add more bikes. Give them the option of, maybe they don't want to use the bike that's currently in there. Maybe they want to use a sports bike or just another type of bike or customize their own bike. So those are a few things I look forward to doing here in the near future. And otherwise, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you are able to play it. Have a good one.